Here we go again. There is another character with an essay and a half for their kit. But luckily, I believe Lynae's rotations aren't too bad. From some research, she kinda seems like she'd be pretty good, especially for my Carlotta. So, we need to get into leveling her up, and I kind of forgot to farm things. Let's just see what I can do with converting stuff. So there is level 80, and we're going to be able to go to level 90. We should be able to. I just need 10 more drops from this boss. We had plenty of supply packs and other bits and bobs to get all the materials I am missing. I assume I'm probably going to need more of that though, because I still need to do her fortes and her weapon. That is all of the boss runs I should need to do. So Lynae can go up to level 90 now. Nice and easy. And now we need to deal with the weapon, which I will probably also need to convert a bunch of stuff. But luckily enough, it does seem like I have enough other materials, so we are able to get that weapon up to level 90. Now that leaves Echoes and Fortes. As for Fortes, as I mentioned in the intro, she has an essay for all of them. And that's just kind of painful, although I believe she is relatively simple to play. She has 2 different modes. I believe we want to use her in this one because this mode buffs characters that we currently use except for Lynae. I think this Tune Rupture one actually does a little bit more. Not too sure, but we're going to use her on the Tune Rupture one. And I'm not worried about converting other stuff because every other character on this account is already built. So I'm not going to need them for anyone else. Well, I'm not sure how much of a kit I'm actually going to use, but I've got everything up to level 6 for now. So we can go from there. I am going to get all of the extra stuff unlocked. That is all the extra Fortes unlocked. So let's deal with the main ones. So in terms of Forte priority, we want to do the Forte circuit first, and then we want to do the Liberation, and then it's basic attack, skill, intro, except I think these 2 are the main ones we're going to focus on. So I'm going to do exactly that and mainly focus on the Forte circuit and then the Liberation. We can get that Forte circuit up to level 10. So then we'll head to the Resistance Liberation and we'll get that as far as we can, which will be level 10 as well. And we have 1 of these left. So I'll put that into the normal attack. There we go, 7, 6, 10, 10, 6. Now, in terms of all of our kit, I actually haven't read through it. I have looked at guides and they cover most of that. So I have a pretty decent idea of how she works. And that is basically just tune break. She has a lot of tune break stuff. And then also just boosts damage by a lot with her outro skill and just throughout her kit. But she seems to be like an actual good all-round buffer, which is the first one of them we have on this account and something I've been asking for forever. We got Ciaccona, who's not bad, but she basically can only buff alto, and even then, not really. So Lynae is the first proper support buffing character we have on this account, which is so good. I desperately wanted one of them. And it seems like she's a pretty good support as well. So we need to actually get her on a Echo set now, which I have none of the 4 costs I want, none of the 3 costs, and I do have some attack percent 1 costs, so we'll start with them. We would like to see skill damage, double crit, those pretty decent. Mainly attack percents, and then double crits and basic attack. That's the stuff we want to work on. So, I mean, I don't have a lot of stuff right now, but let's see if I can modify some stuff and get at least a few pieces that might work. We want a crit, I believe, damage 4 cost. I think her weapon's crit rate, although I should probably check that. That being said, that piece is pretty good. Now I actually really hope her weapon is crit rate because that's a really good crit damage piece. Oh, yes, it is crit rate. Okay, lovely. That is a pretty decent piece. Doesn't have basic attack, but it's got attack percent and double crit. So I will happily take that. So it is everyone's favorite time, echo farming time. And I don't know where these echoes are. Don't tell me it's here. Oh God, it's over here. I guess we're gonna go out here somewhere. Please tell me there is one of these around there. There just might be. It's 700 meters, but it's close enough. So run number 1 gives us, wrong set. We do get attack percent. Okay, good. We also get spectro damage. Oh, okay. Lovely. That is a pretty decent first run. Let's keep that trend going because I need another spectro damage and most likely more attack percent 1 cost. So I'm going to do 3 runs in here, I think. And then we'll see what I've got and go from there. Run number 2 gives us attack percent. And unfortunately, that's it. And finally, run number 3 gives us nothing. Okay, lovely. We got a 3 cost. So let's see if this rolls well. Survey says no, not at all. We also got a 1 cost that could be better than that. And survey says on that one, also not good at all. So back to farming then, I guess. We do have plenty of these crystal solvents, so I'm not really too worried about not having enough wave plates. And we are most likely going to need all of those wave plates because we're getting nothing. Well, 600 wave plates later, and we, surprise, surprise, don't have a whole lot. That piece, however, pretty decent. Not double crit, but ER, crit rate, basic attack. It is good enough for now. We're going to start with the 3 costs, and we need this specific one because I already have another one. So good things, kind of good things. Could be worse. Exactly like that one. That one is, I think, worse. Ooh, but that one though, it's not perfect, but I will take it. So now we need some 1 costs. And knowing my luck with 1 costs, this could take a while. Well, this piece is pretty good. It is only 1 crit, but it's pretty good. This piece is double crit, but it doesn't have anything else. So these kind of balance each other out, sort of. This piece is not bad. I'll take it. This one definitely needs to work, and this piece is actually really good. So we're going to do a few more runs once again, because I would like to get a better 1 cost. And maybe in the process, I can get another 3 cost as well. Just make them a little bit nicer. Now, I don't really need to get perfect pieces for Lynae, because she is a support, so she doesn't really need perfect stuff. But I kind of just want to get her on a pretty decent set, so I don't really need to think about it too much more. Oh god, there we go. Actually, ooh, if this HP was attack percent, almost perfect piece. So there we go. It might not be perfect. That piece is actually pretty good. But, I mean, these pieces could be a little bit better. They are good enough for now, though, considering Lynae as a support doesn't need perfect pieces. She's running a 77.8 to 255.2, 108 energy regens, pretty good because she doesn't really need too much. 2,000 attack, 20,000 HP, which is actually quite high. It is the highest out of all of our characters. Okay. And then other stats, you know, liberation, heavy attack, basic attack, skill damage, spectro damage, all that fun stuff. So now I actually need to go figure out how she works because I haven't used her once. So all I really know about her kit is just from guides. I don't think she does like a ton of damage. So I'm not expecting to see a lot of damage, but I'm expecting to see her make other people, specifically Carlotta, do more damage. Also, she buffs tune break stuff, so that'll also probably do more damage, especially with her in the Rupture form, which boosts tune break, or not boost, like adds a second tune break hit kind of thing. But it basically, when you do tune break, you do more damage. That's basically the gist of it. Spectro and Glacier Razor increased by 10%. Those are literally the 2 things I was going to use. Okay, what else is there? It all kind of sucks. What about these ones? Let me reset this and I'll run. Yeah, might as well. We'll just reset this last one and I'll rerun this with a full team. We'll use Carlotta. We will use Lynae. And then we want someone else that does burst damage, probably. Also, probably not because we're going to swap to Carlotta right after Lynae. And Lynae's burst damage boosting comes from our outro skill. So we could probably just throw in Cheshire or just someone else, like that'd probably be fine. We don't really have a second supportive character unless I was running Alto as a main DPS, so this will work. In terms of rotations, we're going to start with Lynae first. We want to do a basic attack rotation to get that yellow thing up, the yellow forte bar. Then we do heavy attack, I believe. And then we do boom, 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 and that. And then we do her burst. I should have done her that thing, Echo, and then we do Carlotta, and we should see big burst damage, hopefully. Let's have a look. 100,000, 150,000, 170,000, and the big hit does 430,000, okay, and the tune break damage does 90 and 124. Yeah, that's pretty good for a support. God, okay, I accidentally left that. I don't know how. Normal attack, all 1, 2, 3, and all 1, 2, and 3. Then skill, echo. Thank you. We want to do heavy attack. Hold it for the whole time. And then space, space, space. Boom, boom, boom. that and burst. And now we swap out. Very easy rotation, actually, for the amount of stuff in her kit. And now we get the fun thing of seeing an absolute ton of damage. I do believe this boss does have his Glacio and Spectro res decrease, so we are doing more damage because of that. But still, 90,000 from the Tune Break won't change. That's just against this boss. She could probably use a little bit more energy, I'd say. Her energy is a little bit low, so I'd probably need to get her on a bit more energy. But that's really the only thing I need to do with Lynae. Well, I think I found a new favorite team. Carlotta Lynae will shred everything. We did 430,000 of Carlotta's last hit of a burst. That's like well over 1 million of Carlotta's burst. That's pretty good. Lynae's doing good things. Carlotta's burst is not counted as burst damage, is it? No, it's heavy attack damage. So we're not getting the full 40%, I believe, or thereabouts. Burst damage we normally get from this outro skill, but we are still getting 15% all damage amplification bonus, and then all of the other damage amplification and all that stuff from Lynae. So that's pretty damn good. Although Carlotta is S6, so over 1 million off a S6 character's burst is kind of standard for a DPS. But still, very good. Very, very good, in fact. Which now makes me want to go try this thing again, because I've been struggling with the Streamless. So maybe we won't be struggling anymore. I'm up to the hardest level, level 100. Ciaccona will be my throwaway character if I'm going to get one-shotted. So let's have a look at this, shall we? Oh my god, just got one-shotted. Okay, that's going to be an issue. But in theory, the Tune Break damage should be higher, because I believe that is based off of the boss's HP or something. So we should see quite a bit more Tune Break damage, which will be very nice. And Tune Break damage, Ciaccona, Tune Break, thank you. 90, oh, it's about the same actually, which is weird because I thought it was supposed to do more, but oh well. Oh my god, we're getting one-shotted. This thing does too much damage and I'm in the middle of a heavy attack that I can't dodge while I'm in the middle of. And there goes Ciaccona. Okay, so my throwaway character is thrown away. And there goes my Lynae. Yeah, I'll give it one more shot. The issue with this boss, or like very tanky bosses, and well, not just Lynae, this account in general, is because we don't have any form of healing. If I'm using a character like Lynae or Ciaccona that can't dodge in some of their attacks, we kind of just die because we have no healer, shielder, anything like that, which is certainly not optimal. Yeah, okay, everyone's just kind of disappearing. Yeah, screw that. I don't like it. Not without a healer. Without a healer or a shielder, don't like that. That is one thing I would really like to see, is a pistol healer or shielder. We have a buffer. That's good. Very thankful we have a buffer. But god, I want a healer or a shielder on this account, because we have like no sustain and we just kind of die really easily. Also, kind of random other thing that I just noticed. We can't use the motorbike in other places aside from La Hyrule. We can fly almost everywhere except for La Hyrule. So add flying to La Hyrule, please. But also, motorbike everywhere, because that would be substantially more fun. Motorbike is so fun. And I mean, it would fit Lynae because she rides a motorbike a lot. But then she also has, I believe, if we do all this, the roller skating, and I believe this just lasts forever. And especially once we get to 120 whatever speed on the little speedometer thing, I believe this just lasts forever and it's pretty quick. New exploration character. Obviously, the second I use, even jumping is still fine. I think it only swaps off if we do all of our jumping, like that. And no, we still got it. Okay, then what? Is it literally if I just swap off? Yeah, that's literally the only way it disappears, if I swap off Lynae. Even if I swap off Lynae, the rollerblade's still there. Oh my god. When does it actually disappear? Does it ever disappear? Surely it disappears. Lynae is just like the best exploration character now. And these rollerblades last forever. I genuinely cannot find a way to get rid of these, besides probably the triple space and then normal attack plunging thing once you get her other forte bar. I'm pretty sure that's the only way you can get rid of these rollerblades. That is actually insane. I always love it when games add good exploration. Oh my god, it's still there. There we go. Okay, so doing an outro skill is how you get rid of them. But if you just don't do an outro skill, Lynae pretty much just always has rollerblades, and you can get them up just as simply as doing a bunch of normal attacks and then just basically tapping a skill or holding a skill. She just always has rollerblades. That's insane. Okay, well, that was a slight off-topic bit of the video, but I mean, it's still related to Lynae, so it's kind of on topic. But with that, I think that is all I can actually do with Lynae now. She's level 90, weapons level 90, echoes are good enough, fortes are as good as I can get without running this again, which I can't do, and we're not even going to look at these because I don't have the stuff to get them. So with that is where I'm going to leave this video off. I would do more stuff, like go and work on some more exploration stuff or quests or something else in La Hyroi, but I need to get this video done very soon because we are leaving for Japan in 4 days now, I think, 4 or 5 days, and I'm still yet to get my videos out. So on that note, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you like this video, go check out the last video on pistols only where we pulled for Lynae here. And with that being said, do consider subscribing, and I'll see you all in the next one. Good. Bye.